I'm ready.
What's up, guys?
I
Perfectly
win.
Tecto here, and we are back with the Duality campaign. Why does Jackson look like Jackson? What the hell did you do?
What?
Why is your picture not a cat and is instead just you?
Oh, that's actually amazing. Oh, fuck.
Baby shark, doot, 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 doot.
What the hell just happened? Anyways,
Uh,
we are back with the No More Light half of the Duality campaign. Sorry we missed last week. I was a bit under the weather.
And I was over the weather.
Yeah.
I was right in the middle of it.
I was busy trying to sell Timmy's organs.
Did you get any good offers?
I mean, Timmy offered to buy them from me.
Wait. That just sounds like blackmail.
I don't know what to tell you.
Hang on, that sounds like extortion.
I offered to sell Timmy's organs, and then Timmy purchased his organs, and so I didn't even have to remove them. He just paid me money.
Did he
Was
get
it a
him at
deal?
like a premium or?
No. It's I mean, like, I still had a surgeon on standby, so like, you know, he didn't get it at a premium, but like, it wasn't at a negative.
As opposed to the absolutely zero money he already spent on his organs.
I'm sure he spent some money on organs.
No, I cannot believe that you would take something that a man worked hard and grew himself.
Well,
Hey, that's just taxes on farmers, man.
yeah, Timmy and I
The
made
new
a deal when
tax
he was in
on
high
pe-
school.
The new tax
Anything
on
he
people.
grew,
You
I
reach
get half
30
of.
years of age, we get a kidney.
Hey, watch Repo.
Is that the one
It's
where
a-
they repossess
Possess
organs?
people's organs. Yes, and it's a musical.
That's the one where they have like the weird drug, right?
I don't know. I have yet to see it because I can't figure out where to watch it.
I feel like that's the one where they have the weird drug made of.
I watched something.
people.
I
Yeah,
watched-
the Zydrate Anatomy.
I watched a Repo one, but it wasn't a musical, and the ending was either I was I was either on a lot of pain meds for some medicine, or I remember them like cutting each other up and sticking scanners inside of each other to like scan organs to mark them as returned, even though that they were still inside people, and they were like making out during the middle of it, and I was like 13 and I was super confused.
That sounds like Repo the Genetic Opera, to be honest.
Like
Dave, do you have a Prime subscription? You can
Kind
watch
of.
it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I will have to do that.
yeah.
I was gonna say I've heard good things. I've never been able to figure out where to watch it.
Amazon Prime, apparently. I just looked it up.
I always forget Amazon Prime exists.
Yeah, I'm currently
Like,
watching
That's the way they like it.
That is
Where
the
do
way
you-
they like it.
Where do you watch Psych if not for Amazon Prime?
Hulu.
Discord.
It's not on Hulu.
Oh, it used to be on Hulu.
It was on Hulu.
Isaac, I appreciate that you heard that. Anyways,
Yeah, danger. It's called Repo the Genetic Opera. Also, I'm awake and I would have talked to you sooner, but I woke up and went, shit, I need to make food and get in chat.
and get to D&D. Get to Darkins and Dungeons.
He wanted to talk to me more than you. Don't let
Oh.
him lie to you.
That's inaccurate. Jackson's tits aren't anywhere near as nice.
Did you still compliment my tits?
Not really.
No.
He said not anywhere near as nice, which would imply that they're still nice.
I mean, I guess by a certain metric. Like you were a blind person.
I mean, they're not like inside out or
No,
made of.
if you're blind, I'm sure the metric on
Hey, if you're
boobs
blind,
are,
everyone you sleep with is a 10.
yeah, well, not necessarily.
Not
How
true.
would you know?
I mean, you can still feel things.
I'd prefer to just feel empty inside. than
A
empty
cups are
now.
still A cups in the dark.
Anyways, let's introduce our characters because we've been gone for a while now. We have Sithar, the Rakshasa Bard, played by.
The Mighty Orion. If any of you, one thing to plug at the beginning, if any of you were here and saw the amazing character art for me before it switched back to the correct one, hit up Justicar for more custom fan art exactly like that.
Hey, cool. We have Ridley, the something child, played by.
Me. I'm the one who made that amazing art.
We have Professor Mallow, the human artificer.
We can go with that until I find my character sheet.
I can just check.
He's an artificer.
Oh, thank God. God, can you imagine if I've been balancing encounters and I don't actually know what classes you are? Fun fact, I've been balancing encounters and I don't actually know what classes you are.
You shouldn't need to know character classes to balance encounters in 5e though, which is kind of nice.
See, you'd think that, but I know that you guys have way too much magic, so I need to balance accordingly.
I mean, to be fair, the last encounter that he threw at us, we poisoned everyone on board with cyanide.
Also
so,
true.
like,
Also true. Yeah, even if the encounters are a little too hard, we'll figure out a way to fuck you over.
yeah.
Just make the fucking demon. Me, if you let this thing out, it's gonna kill you. You guys. Not if we don't let it stand, it won't.
Exactly.
Quick, stop it from moving. Everybody, knock it over.
There's nothing like a grease trap on top of thorns. I'm just saying.
Bro.
Fair. And then we'll introduce our last one before I talk about this. Lastly, we have Ted the Undead. The Undead.
Wait, what happened to Jigsaw?
Jigsaw has some stuff going on tonight. Can't make it.
Gotcha, okay. Hi, I'm Ted. I'm undead, but unaware of that fact. Or at least most of me is unaware of that fact. The dead parts of me are very aware that they're dead. I'm Dave Levels Up. Check me out on anywhere at Dave Levels Up. Also, I have a new project starting February 7th on twitch.tv/less_than_normal. It's a Morning Zoo style radio show.
Nice. Time for tavern music. Is there tavern music playing right now? This is a great
If there's
way to
not,
tell.
there fucking should be.
Nice. I was about to say,
Oh,
this is a great way for me to do it. Let me just click on my own thing and unmute my own stream so everybody gets that nice, beautiful echo.
So, when are you going to switch over to Foundry so that we can get nice tavern music in game without
Fuck
having
your
to
tavern
unmute your
music.
stream? Wow. Wow.
You get tavern music when you stop murdering entire crews full of people. Hey, what's going on, alien?
We're
Oh,
not the good group, but like
What? Yeah. What were you expecting us to do? Like,
I don't know. You guys murdered an
hey,
entire crew.
you got
so-
lucky with me, who just wants to spread joy, happiness, and insanity.
Did any of you guys see how the Good Cruise session ended last night?
As previously mentioned, I was asleep.
The session ended with the kobolds on the Good Cruise ship valiantly attempting to hold off otters that had decided that their ship would be theirs.
did Randy
no,
send
this is
a
just
group
armor.
of manhunting otters after them?
No, but the otters appeared on the ship and told them that they saw the land first, so it was theirs, and they're about to have to fight otters with the kobold crew to keep control of their own ship.
You know, there
so
are
they're about
worse
to
things.
club some otters.
Club the baby seal!
And we're the evil people. We killed a group of pirates. They're about to club otters to death. Like,
I could
in
have made
terms
it
of
seals.
evil, in terms of evil, I think we're doing better.
You had a child commit arson.
Well, that's
No.
And
hearsay.
We asked a child for a distraction. We figured he'd like
You
I don't
handed
know,
him
run
a
up to the
torch!
guards and say your wife has nice tits and run away.
You handed him a torch!
He asked
Bro,
for
we
it.
Did he?
We thought
No,
he was
I
afraid
very-
of the dark.
I can pull that
Look,
up
either
and
way,
show that you handed
he
it
has-
to him. But either way, that child committed arson. That child is now evil by nature. Actually, I guess he could be good. If you're evil fighting against evil people, are you really the bad party?
Exactly.
We're anti-heroes. We're anti-heroes. We're like Riddick.
You're
We're
just a
not
different-
good people, but we do good things because it's in our interest.
You're just
Well,
a
to be-
different type of good.
To be fair, we've done neutral evil pretty well so far. Where we haven't sought out malice. It's more like, hey, these people aren't gonna do exactly what we need them to do, and if they refuse to follow what we say, we're just gonna kill them all.
You didn't even.
And
Who drew a smiley face on the map? Which one of you fuckers? Who's doing it?
What
Where is
is
that
happening?
music coming from?
Where did that come from?
Malum.
No, it's
That wasn't me.
It's me.
Dave. Ted? You motherfucker.
I mean, if
Uh,
it makes you feel better, I could always.
Anyways, let's get into it. You guys are on your newly repossessed ship.
Nice.
is repossessed
Wait,
the
did
right
we
word?
get any organs with the ship?
No. I mean, unless you want to rip the organs out of the bodies that are still on the ship.
They're already
No, I meant the
poisoned.
kind you play.
I was gonna say they're definitely dead from poison. I don't
Yes,
think we
and
want
that
their
didn't
organs.
stop you from filling your pockets with things before. Because they're full of poison. Malum.
Well, it was you. Actually,
Malum.
that's a good point. There's obviously going to be diminishing returns, but should we cook these people up and give it to the next group?
Nope.
Hey guys, you want some pork?
I mean,
It's the long kind. I hope
Pretty
that's
lean, I
okay.
know.
it's crazy lean. Like,
You could almost describe it as long.
so can we effectively operate?
I can.
Can you do it? Wait, when you say that, can you do it by yourself? Is that why you're?
No, but I can give instructions.
Are us five capable of operating a boat of this
Oh, yeah.
size?
Oh yeah.
As a team.
Steven?
I believe you.
Eh, maybe. You're gonna have to find out. It's a pretty big boat.
Yeah, but you tie ropes and knots and boom, they're set. No need to hold.
If you know Mage Hand,
I know Mage Hand.
Do I know Mage Hand?
there may be some multitasking involved, but we can do it.
Do you know how to use a boat?
Yes. Oh wait, that was the DM asking. No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. That wasn't me asking you in character. That was me out of character asking, do you actually know how to use a boat? Because I'm pretty sure
Dave
only
knows
one
that
of...
Ted doesn't, but Ted's pretty sure he's got this.
You guys are gonna wreck this boat so fucking fast. Alright.
Can we
Apart.
double check? Like, hold on. What's your first command? What is the first thing you tell us to do?
We need to check the boat for seaworthiness.
There is a puppy, but she's
There
not
was just
dead.
combat on it. We did have to make repairs below deck. We need to make sure there aren't any repairs that need done to the sails, the masts, the rigging.
Sounds about right to me. Let's go check it out.
I'm gonna have
We go
everyone
downstairs
just give me an
and-
intelligence roll to see if they understand anything beyond the basic meaning of those words.
You see, Malum wasn't listening because
17.
Malum's not going down to check damage. Malum's going down to loot. I could
Uh,
also do an intelligence check if you'd like.
No, you can go down to the basement and look for loot.
Great, that's exactly what I'm doing.
It's the hold, not the basement.
Nah, it's the basement. I'm a land dweller.
It goes below the plane of existence that I can see. It's a basement.
I'm just gonna turn and look at Ridley and say I'm pretty confident these guys are gonna get us killed on the sea.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, definitely.
I would like to point out that for some reason Ted knows all the correct words.
But he has no idea what any of them mean.
He knows what some of them mean.
Ted, you're with a 9 and Ridley with a 10. You both have the same general intelligence about boats, which is anything you might have read in the book somewhere at one point.
Hey, question. Can I use one of my luck points to see if one of the books I threw in my backpack is about sailing?
Sure.
Convenient to the port side.
That's the left.
You have
I
a
think.
book. You have a book in your bag called Vampirates.
I pull it out.
Close enough.
But
It's a fictional, steamy romance book about vampire pirates on the open seas.
that's exactly what it is. I'll have
Like
you
the
know.
Martian, it has little
that
nuggets
is-
of truth.
that is exactly.
They got some of the sailing really right in the
It
book.
says
though. They
it
did it
says
justice.
it says almost nothing about sailing, but plenty on how to tie knots. Why Ridley is in possession of this book is anybody's
God.
guess, Sathar.
Real shit though. You want to know how I plan on moving this boat?
If you say shape water, this boat is going to fucking crawl to its destination.
No. We're gonna put
That's
up
what I
the
was
sails,
thinking.
but I'm gonna use shape water to help with steering.
Guys, I can just blow in the sail. It's all good.
Oh, we're off to a great start. All right.
Sathar, listening to this, hold on. I have a 17. Do I have an actual understanding of how boats work?
Yes. You've never steered one yourself, but you have a fundamental understanding about what should and should not be done.
Ridley like looks through his book and he sees that there's a scene of a vampire like blowing on a sail and like because he's casting gust, it's moving the sail.
I will remind you that currently this ship is pointed up the river.
Oh no, we need to get this shit turned around.
There's
Oh,
a section of the
Ridley-
steamy.
Ridley just goes, just blow in the sail, and then he just blows, and the wind starts going like flying towards the direction he's blowing.
Are you casting gust?
Yes.
Are you blowing the ship backwards?
No, he's just blowing like testing out if he could actually just blow.
Counter spell.
Sathar is going to lean
I
down.
don't have
and pick
that
up,
yet. Fuck.
He's going to lean down and ask to see the book to see what he's reading.
We'll cut to Malum real quick below deck. You find a couple of things.
Nice. Should I roll?
No,
Or
you
no?
don't have to.
Great. Ideal.
There is a set of leather armor.
Okay.
There is a robe that is long and flowing.
Ooh, a long flowing robe.
There is a ventriloquist dummy, and there is a metal cube that is about 2 inches on each side.
This metal cube, probably just a dice, but I'm gonna investigate that anyways.
It is a metal cube.
Cool. Long flowing gown.
I'm gonna cast disguise self on myself to make myself look like a stereotypical pirate that still looks like me.
Alright.
So basically, I'm changing my clothes.
Alrighty. Long flowing gown. Cloth covers the head and shoulders of the gown, and you can tell that it would only leave your eyes and your ears exposed. Loose cloth flows down over the shoulders and down to the feet.
Nice. Does it seem magical?
Roll Arcana.
Cool. Oh, acceleration.
Gotta turn it back off when you want to watch Psych later.
I know, every single time. All the time.
All of these items appear magical.
Ooh, fun. Do I have identify as soon as my character sheet reloads?
I can check.
Very nice.
I do not. Oh, but I can. Hold up. Damn artificer. I just pick the spells every morning. So.
Yeah, but it's not a new
And I
day
can.
yet, so you'd have to leave all these down here.
Yeah. Why can I just put them in my backpack?
You want to pick them all up?
Oh. You have a valid point.
This is loot on a pirate ship.
Hey, you could ask Ted to pick them up because he would pick them up without question. And then just
That's
gauge
true.
by whether or not anything bad happens to him, whether or not they're safe.
I'm just gonna leave them there.
All right, you leave them on their kind of. Notably, all of these items are on stands. Like they're not just laying around.
Oh, I see. See, that's important. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave them there for now.
All right.
Look at other rooms maybe, or I'll go back up above deck.
All right. So Malum comes back above deck. Ridley is currently blowing the sails while Sathar stares at the book.
I'm
that
not
he-
blowing the sails. I'm just blowing.
Yeah, he's Safar is going to lean down and pick up the book that he's read and read the section that gave him this idea. He's going to pause reading it for a moment and go, "Hey Ridley, are you blowing on the sails because it said, did you read the section about blowing the shaft?"
Yeah, is that not what it means?
Exactly what it means. You're just going to close the book and hand it back to him.
I'm surprised you didn't just close the book and toss it overboard.
Safar's going to walk around looting the dead bodies.
Alright.
Also, does cyanide affect me? It does, right?
Yes, but it takes much more of it.
So, for the amount that would kill the average person, if I were to bleed some of these corpses to make shaved ice with later, would it kill me? Or would it be like alcohol?
I guess
Extra
you'd have
spicy.
to find out.
Would it be just debilitating enough
okay.
that it might
So
be...
for it to have killed them, a considerable portion of it would have had to have been metabolized already, which means
Well, that's
it's
kinda what I was
not
thinking.
in their blood.
Well, but some of it could be. Like,
Well, right, but you get what I'm saying.
yeah. And if I have a slight resistance to it, like, what I'm thinking is like it might cause some problem. I don't know if I want to use the analogy that alcohol is a poison and so is cyanide, because they do very different things. But
They are both technically poisons, though.
oh, I know. I'm going to go around the boat, stripping all of the clothes off of everybody, and then like start kicking people off the boat into the river.
Okay. I'm looking for a loot
Ooh.
table.
I need a femur.
He's gonna ask if anybody has a sword, and he can get him a femur or a dagger.
I
He's gonna
was
pop-
gonna say I have lots of knives, but I don't have a sword.
I don't want to use my dagger. I don't want to dull it scraping against bone.
If you find another hammer, let me know.
Oh no! We just need to disconnect it, and then I'll use a crowbar to peel it all off.
All right. Hey, Ridley, while I do this, why don't you go down and ask Malum if there's a hammer below deck? I'm sure there is.
Ridley closes the book and goes downstairs.
Alright, so on most of the bandits, Sathar, you
Yes.
find most of them have tattered leather armor, tattered scimitars, kind of broken down crossbows. A couple of them have like notes and stuff that they had written for themselves on them.
Okay.
On the captain, give me an investigation check.
I'll do that in one moment. I just stopped a puppy from barking. Sorry.
While he's doing that, I have a question. Can I take several of the crossbows, combine their components, and then cast mending to make one decent crossbow?
Oh, they're not that badly fucked up. They're just worn down. You can take one of them and have a functional crossbow.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if these dudes were pirates, I'm assuming that everything still works.
Yeah, they're just
It's
worn
just-
down from use.
Gotcha. So it's not tattered as in broken. It's tattered as in it's been used.
It has been used extensively.
You'd find these in the Goodwill section.
You
of
pick up
D&D.
the weapon and just seem to know in the back of your head, damn, this thing's killed people.
I would like to cast psychometry to see all of those murders.
What?
I'm kidding.
I'm
That's
like,
not. a spell.
Okay, what do you want me to roll?
investigation.
Or rather, it is a spell, but I
14.
don't remember what it's called.
It's a blood hunter spell.
14.
You managed to find the case in the back of his boot that has a diamond inside.
Ooh. So Thara's going to pocket that.
You can also take his cloak, which is a very nice long pirate cloak.
Yeah, I'll take that as well.
Alright.
I'm just while I'm going around with I'm going to take one of the scimitar. Like, I'm not throwing anything off the deck that isn't a dead humanoid. So I'm gonna be just piling like weapons and clothes and just random junk that I find from people like in different areas of the boat, like just on deck, and just I'm just rifling through people's pockets and like sorting it all so that we know what we have.
It does not seem like these guys have a whole lot on them.
Well,
I'm-
that's fine. We should have plenty of clothing though. And
You
like,
do have plenty of clothing.
I'm assuming it's a light crossbow.
It is a light cross. It's actually a hand crossbow, Dave.
Oh, dope! Even better.
As far as the clothes go, a lot of the clothes are obviously very dirty. A large majority of the shirts and vests from the leather armor have kind of frothing throw up on them because you poisoned all these guys with cyanide.
sure,
Checks out.
that's fine. Like,
But yeah,
things can get
so
washed.
you have laid out. I'm just gonna draw things on the map. So over here you have all of the weapons and armor. And over here you have just a pile of bodies.
With one of the bodies, I'm gonna take one of the scimitars and cut off a leg at the hip.
Just toss it to Ted.
I'm also taking a scimitar. Fuck it.
What did you need the leg bone for?
I don't know, but he asked for one.
I want
Get
to
to that.
make a
Hip bone.
focus out of it.
Who's checking to make sure the ship is seaworthy?
Actually,
Well, I
I'm
was gonna
also
suggest
going
we
to.
turn it around.
Yeah, we need to do that. I'm also before we get too far. I'm gonna see if I can't, as I'm pushing people off. I'm gonna start taking some arms for myself so I can have something to gnaw on,
Okay.
like the bones.
Definitely not me over here looking up how long does cyanide stay in the system.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be in your bones.
True.
The bones would be entirely safe. So yeah, I'm pushing. Basically, how many humanoids were there?
I think there were like 20. Something?
So I am pushing 19 three-armed men off of this boat into the naked three-armed men off, or
Three-armed men?
three-limbed men off the boat, and
Fucking
one-
Sardar out here ripping off arms, slapping them on other people, and then throwing them off the boat, thinking, haha, these guys are gonna be so confused when they find their bodies.
and one two-limbed man off the boat.
Okay. Alrighty. So you guys still need to get this thing turned around. Malum, what are you doing up at the front of the boat?
Titanic.
Oh, okay. Back to the rest of the party.
Just hanging out. Just this like just looking around. Ah, very good. Now we can Titanic as a team.
Sathara is going to ask Ridley if he'll come up to the front of the boat.
Ridley went downstairs.
Oh yeah. He's gonna go downstairs and see what Ridley's currently doing.
I'm gonna use shape water to start pushing the front of the boat to point to other direction.
Alright. Jigsaw kind of just vanishes. Disappears
tracks.
into the ship somewhere.
Ridley's looking for a hammer down below deck.
When you go below deck,
Defense.
you see all of these items on their pedestals below deck.
Is there a hammer?
There is not a hammer.
Can one of them be used as a hammer?
Probably the little cube.
What are the items that are on the pedestals?
There is a set of leather armor, the cloak I described earlier, a ventriloquist dummy, and a metal cube that is 2 inches on each side.
I'm going to look at them, hands behind my back, and try to roll Arcana to see if any of them are magical.
Ridley ignores them and looks around for a hammer.
You managed to find a hammer where Malum and Ted were patching up the boat. Even though they didn't use it, it kind of when you blew up the rowboat, your hammer flowed directly back into the ship.
Is there any holes near the hammer?
No, it's your hammer. It's the one you dropped on the boat.
Yeah, but are there any holes down there?
No,
Any damage?
no, they patched it all up with mending.
Gotcha. Yeah, he grabs the hammer then
All right.
and returns back to Sithar.
Sithar, roll me that Arcana check.
Ooh, 14.
All of these items are magical.
Yeah, he's not going to touch a single one, and then he is going to look at the hammer and go, "Hey, Ridley, you planning on dropping a lot of hammers?"
Am I planning on dropping this hammer?
Yeah.
No, this hammer's
Like-
for later to be dropped.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Ridley out here, fucking Reinhardt style, hammer down.
He's gonna walk around the basement and try to find just a length of rope.
There's
The hold.
There's plenty of rope in the basement that I'm now going to continue saying just because it makes Dave angry.
He's going the boat basement. He's going to pick up some rope and walk over to Ridley, and he's gonna say, "Hey, stand still." And he's going to make a belt around Ridley with the rope, and then he's going to ask for the hammer.
Okay.
He hands a hammer over.
He's gonna put some slack in the rope so that he could drop it and just tie it around the head of the hammer in a knot formation and down, and then cinch it so that if he drops it, he can just pull the hammer back to him.
He ties a knot. What kind of knot? Knot formation. Okay.
Like I don't know the name of knots. I'm not an Eagle Scout.
You should have been.
That would have been very dangerous.
Hey,
already
I
made
was
it.
a Boy Scout for 2 weeks, and then I got kicked out.
There was a joke I was gonna make, but it's definitely not TOS friendly. Moving right along. Okay. So you have now tied the hammer to Ridley.
Was it
going
the
to-
same joke they made in Without a Paddle?
Yes.
He's gonna
Okay.
hand the hammer back and tell him to try not to lose the hammer this time.
Ridley puts the hammer in the bag.
Alrighty.
Um,
Cactus intensifies. What?
I'll
What?
read the 2
Why am I
comments
just
before
now reading my chat? What are you degenerates up to?
that.
What the fuck?
Look, man, have mods in your chat. That's all I gotta say.
I do have mods in my chat.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
one of the
degenerates.
degenerates is a mod.
Yeah.
That seems like a you problem.
Yeah.
Did I get the ship turned around?
Very slowly but surely the ship is turning, but it's probably quite difficult as all 3 of the anchors are dropped.
Well, I dragged him. It's fine. I would like to go below deck now.
You see all of the items on their pedestals.
I immediately walk over to the puppet and pick it up.
Fantastic.
And I shove my hand right up its ass.
Alright.
You might have to take down this VOD, all I'm saying.
No. Alright.
The puppet.
Alright.
And sometimes people at certain kinds of conventions. That's all I'm saying.
Alright, I messaged you with the puppet. The puppet's name is Lil Gus, by the way.
Oh, little Gus.
Alright. Hey, what's going on, Speedy King?
Does it require attunement?
It does. How you doing,
I
Speedy?
will do that.
Alright, you are now attuned to this item.
Okay, so you know the guy with the puppet with the Tommy gun from Batman the Animated Series?
Yes.
That's me now.
Can you take necrotic damage?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. I'm dead.
Cool.
Um,
Just gonna adjust some things on this dummy real quick then.
also, it's now dressed identically to me
Okay.
and will remain as such.
Okay. What about the other 3 items that are down here?
What does the cube look like?
A cube that is a steel cube that is 2 inches on each side.
Any markings or anything on it?
Literally none.
Okay, so I'm assuming... So, Ted assumes it's a weight for merchant scales. And without any markings, it's worthless to him. What does the cloak look like?
The cloak is a head-to-toe cloak. Hi, Dungeon Doggo. It's a robe that appears long and flowing on the outside. Cloth covers the head and shoulders, leaving only the eyes and ears exposed. Loose cloth flows down over the shoulders and arms, down to the feet.
Does it look nice?
Looks pretty nifty.
I'll put it on. While saying something about, I don't know why all these guys just left this shit here.
Alright.
And armor's worthless to me, so I'm not taking the armor.
There you go. There's the second one. Alright, so you are now wearing this cloak that covers you from head to toe. Only your eyes and ears are visible.
Yeah, but I can use, disguise self to look like anything, so I don't care.
Fair.
Also, holy fuck!
Oh.
I'm the one person who doesn't need that.
Yeah, when you put the cloak on, it tightens around you until it is a very form-fitting cloak. Dungeon Doggo, can I help you?
It's like a, weighted blanket. I feel secure and safe now.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Ridley, you're also down there. Malum, you're up top. Jigzog's disappeared, and Sathar is down there just watching Ted put on these items that are just sitting on pedestals by themselves.
The puppet starts to talk to friendos.
Okay. What's it saying?
Hi, I'm Lil Gus. You want to play?
Ridley turns around and goes upstairs.
Ridley just leaves.
Sathara's going to look at it for a moment.
Puppet slowly pans to Sathar and says, "Do you want to play?"
Not with you.
Hey Orion, just so you know, I'm releasing Dungeon Doggo into the house. Expect the Dungeon Doggo downstairs soon.
Does she need to go out?
She's just biting me, and I don't like it. No, I'm gonna let
like the
let her
others.
real quick.
And
You
also,
guys figure out your plan. I'm gonna go let the dog out real quick.
because it must be done.
Alright.
So what are we doing?
Well, he can't hear us. I say we turn the boat around and sail entirely out of the harbor.
Yes.
I agree.
And then probably, because I'm pretty confident the only food we have on board is poisoned.
I was going to ask that. Do we have any food?
Because I'm pretty confident the only food we have on board is poisoned, and we don't have a lot of rations. We should just... Is there any nearby encampments that we can stop at to pick up food?
I look at Sathar. Do you need to eat?
Kind of? I mean...
Yeah, what's the closest port to us, Steven?
He's-
Collie.
He's gone. Oh.
Oh.
No, he's back.
She didn't have to go out. She just didn't want to be contained.
Besides Callie.
And how far is it?
Well, let's look at our world map. So you guys are here right now.
Uh-huh.
The closest port to you is, well, the closest port to you guys is Schnung.
Yeah, that's probably a no.
The next closest one is either Chilees or Chaos.
And there's no small encampments anywhere?
Not that you know of.
Why don't we go to Chaos?
I don't, because if we can't sail to Schnung, if we can't sail to the Frog Island,
There's no way you can get to Chaos.
yeah.
No, it's not about getting to the Frog Island. I'm confident we can get to the Frog Island. The problem is, they might be hostile.
Why would they be hostile?
Why would they be hostile?
Because you were enslaving a portion of their people. And all of their representatives just died.
Wasn't that like a couple
10 years ago? I thought it was 10 years ago.
That was a
No. They're representatives that were in the court, that we kind of murdered to fucking death instead of taking to the Institute.
No, those were Vrung. Those weren't.
The
Wait,
Vrung control Schnung.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they currently do. Because of the war.
Well, we could very easily go back and be like, hey, dude, we could very easily go back and spin this as we came from Callie. Callie was overthrown by a dude who killed your people. Like, the king went absolutely batshit, and we're forming a resistance.
I'm okay with rolling in and lying to people.
I mean, that's not even a lie. Well, the resistance part is, but like...
So is the king going crazy part.
What do you mean?
The king was kidnapped, remember?
No, we determined that it was...
The Botherhood replaced him.
It was a mild annoyance.
The downfall of a kingdom classifies as a minor annoyance to Malum.
Alright. Sathar is going to stop and pause for a moment before looking and saying, no, the king was not replaced. He's going to look at Ridley and go, there's some evidence that would suggest that he has made some moves against some of the other people in Callie. I believe he is actually behind this.
Didn't my dad get Pinocchio'd?
Has since allied himself with the Dark Botherhood?
Didn't my dad
Ridley's
get
father is
Pinocchio'd?
not the smartest man I've ever
Has
met.
since allied himself with
And
the
he is
Dark
currently
Botherhood?
very
What's wrong
desperate.
with being allied with the Dark Botherhood, fucker?
Besides the fact
you
that...
filthy fucking cat. Hey, you be nice.
He is desperate.
Oh boy, I can
Oh.
be nice.
Only
No,
people
no,
who
you're
are
not talking
desperate...
like that.
Only people who are desperate ally themselves with the Dark Botherhood for any sort of political power.
Desperate, you say? Then why have you allied yourself with me, you filthy wretch?
Is it not
Because-
clear that this is a very desperate case?
Silence, peasant!
I'm not really a peasant.
Really? Then perhaps I should say prisoner.
Yeah, that's more accurate. I accept that one.
The implication that your mouth
The
is
adults
stuffed
are
with some
speaking.
poison food.
He's
Gets
going to
thumbs up.
yeah. Everyone hearing him chew just turns and looks at
Turns
him.
and slowly looks at him.
Malum.
No, it's okay. I
looking at him.
purified it.
Okay.
Anyways, we need to start making some strides against the king and to reclaim Callie.
Well, don't we need to go?
Why do we need Callie? Let it fall, let it burn. It is not my concern.
It is mine. And it is
Good.
Ridley's.
Then swim.
Last I checked, we're already kind of running a skeleton crew.
Would you like to be a skeleton? Because that can be arranged.
Shouldn't we go to like the nearest port that isn't Kelly? Maybe pick up some crew. Maybe get some
Ridley is
supplies?
Ridley is correct. And Ted, you are being incredibly aggressive for somebody who just watched 20 people die. And while I know that you won't drop dead from eating poison,
Huh?
just
I don't eat. Why would I need to eat? So
Yes,
what's the
I'm-
plan, guys?
you liking your little puppet there?
The puppet had nothing to do with that.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
He's asking him.
I don't know. He seems all right.
That's good.
So do you guys want to go south and hope we can find some port down there?
Hey, Ted, can you go into the basement and see how many rations that these people had left? While we get the ship pointed, do the checks
Not
up here.
back to Cali? That sounds like a good idea. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
He's gonna
That
look
was
at the
kinda
rest.
mad.
Malum is
No, I said that guy's kind of mad.
kind of is an understatement. All right, so without whatever the hell that was, what are we doing?
We should head south.
I'm in agreement. Heading south towards the Vrong isn't our worst decision, and I do know of a couple of.
Well, if we head south, we can at least follow the continent around, and if we ever, get in trouble, we can just bail and go on land.
I'm on board with that. There are some creatures inland in Vrung that we could do with their help. We'll have to make some unfortunate deals, but it is the nature of the beast.
I'm hoping there's one of our military encampments down there. I'm sure there should be.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
the
sure
last
that
time
could
our
be explored.
military was there, we burned a swath directly to their capital. So
Isn't
there's
our, isn't our military currently there? Aren't we
They were-
currently invading Snung?
there should be a couple of encampments. You're right, Ridley. I knew you reading all of those books would come in handy eventually.
Steven,
Yes.
Discord.
All right, 1 second. So I drank all the orange juice in this container, so I just filled it with water so I can give Dungeon Dog water without having to go to the kitchen.
Plus
enough.
booty shot.
I like to imagine that just now PT chugged half a gallon of orange juice.
So we're gonna wait for Ted to come back up from doing Ted things in the basement.
I come back up.
How many rations do we have?
Well, there was like 3 weeks worth that would last the crew when there's less of us, so probably a couple, 3-4 months.
Oh, so definitely enough to go pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Especially considering I don't eat and you eat kind of.
So I mean, we could go over straight.
You guys
East
want the
Continent.
other map again?
How
Yes.
How far would it theoretically take us to get over to like Chaos?
Yeah. How long, time wise?
Okay. So here's a good way to check. That took 2 weeks. Give or take
And
2.5 weeks.
And am I wrong in saying that there's probably like a Cali military encampment down south?
There very likely would be.
That's what I thought.
At least a
'Cause
port
we're-
of some kind.
We were invading Snung, I believe, at the end of the whole thing.
We would just
Yeah,
need to
but-
know who they're loyal to before we wander into them.
You were.
was gonna
But when you
say-
invaded Schnung, you did so with the power of teleportation.
I thought we were starting an invasion at the end.
Yeah, we started an invasion. We started
Oh,
a
yeah,
land
you started
invasion. That's
another invasion. There've
that's
been quite
that's
a
what
few
the
invasions.
that's what the marked scar is us starting an invasion. That was us marching our army from the coast, and
But that was the first invasion.
That was the first invasion, but we
Oh, yeah.
after they attacked us and failed, we were gonna do another one, and that's why we started the campaign. Was when we started the invasion.
I remember.
Yes.
Either way,
So theoretically,
There's-
there should be a Cali military encampment, but yes, you're saying who are they loyal to at this point? We don't know.
yeah. Well, either way, my vote is south. There are a couple of ancient creatures down there that striking some bargains with wouldn't be the worst thing to happen to us.
I feel south also, just because we could stay off the ocean as much as possible.
You
I
know,
don't really have a preference.
I would suggest east because the original mission get magical weapons of
If we
power
head south,
from
if we head
the
south and follow
empty kingdom.
if we head south and follow the continent, I feel like they'll be safer than just going straight across the open ocean.
Plus,
Oh yeah,
Malum,
there's
if-
toads of kind things that live on the land,
On the coast?
Did you say toads?
on the coast.
He did say toads. Malum, if we sail directly east, we have to sail near the Well of Souls, and while it wouldn't affect me, and there are other people on board that it would less affect, it would definitely affect you. And I don't need to deal with one more person dying on this ship when I will die as well from starvation in several hundred years.
Yeah, do we know anything about the effect
In
of the Royal
several
Souls?
hundred years.
We can always
Most
go down
of the
south
exploratory crews that you sent to the Well of Souls did not come back.
So I feel like heading south and just following the coast is probably the best option.
If we go south, if we go south and sail along the edge, I can accomplish what I need to. There's the strait that nearly aligns Boom with Shrung. We can follow that as close as we can, and then we can sail up the edge of the shore. It will add a couple of weeks. Steven, correct? If we
draw
try to
out the path you're talking about taking.
If we sail like this, and then down and around, and then like this,
Are you drunk?
and
I'm not seeing your drawing.
oh, do I have to
Oh,
let
there it
go?
Oh,
is.
there it is.
I had to let go. Or like
I was
that.
also doing it.
How long would that path take us?
Oh, to get all the way there?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I assume we aren't going to be able to do
Hey.
the entire
Get down.
that path. Basically,
Mal-
I think we're asking to get the
9
yes,
feet.
to get the cat.
It'll take us fractions of a second. Most people can run that distance.
You know what? Fuck you all. Custom.
I feel like we're asking.
This
Going
is,
through
this
the
is
now the
what-
problem
this
is
what you-
PT's
this is what you get now.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. No, that actually
That's-
really helps.
Yeah, that's so much better.
That's actually
really helps.
so fucking convenient.
Like, that was exactly what
So
we
we're
needed.
looking at like 2 months to go that way.
Oh, longer than
We're-
that.
2.5, somewhere in there.
Well, because that's 10 days.
Oh no, I own your pawns
That's a
now.
month.
You've long
That's a
known the
month.
cost of what you've done, doggo.
So let's say about a week, about a month, about 2 weeks. Let's just do this. About a month. We'd basically run out of food as we got there. If we did that.
I'm assuming we'll hit a port. somewhere
And
in
we
between
can
there.
fish and shit along the way.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
assuming we'll hit
And
a
by
port
fish,
somewhere
I
in
mean
there.
there's someone who has a lightning wand that they can just shoot into the water.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's
And
actually
there's
really
on the-
funny because that's how the kobolds on the other boat fished. They just had rocks with delayed blast fireball and they just drop it into the ocean.
Guys, I now have a hammer on a on a rope.
So that's true.
The ultimate fishing rod.
I was
So-
gonna say it's like spearfishing, just with bludgeoning.
So Malum, if you, I think sailing south is going to be our. I have some stuff that I definitely think will serve us in the long run.
I mean, okay, but
I mean, there is no time limit on it. We just got to get there.
Yeah.
Well, considering the individual who gave us this, on the only thing to consider is if they're marching against the same tools, and so even the question of whether or not that was a legitimate request comes to mind.
you
It
have to
could've-
remember the king was replaced before. The king was replaced while we went into the town, so
I understand
it
that.
was
Like
the king that gave us the quest.
like I said, I have reason to believe that the king staged that.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying the person who gave us the quest is now Pinocchio. So I mean,
So heading directly there, we could. It's just whether or not we want to deal with. Steven, is there anything I can roll to know what the hell is in the oceans?
Have you ever left Kali for any reason? Besides going
Well,
back to the Nine Hells?
considering I have existed for hundreds of years, there's probably a good chance that I don't always start in Cali.
I don't know, man. There's vampires in the oceans. I know that.
There's a good chance before the Hellgate opened there I didn't I could have come into existence on the other continents.
I mean, you would have heard rumors of things in the ocean, but anything that you've heard, like, concretely would have been, like, fisherman's tales.
Can I roll a knowledge history? As
Sure.
someone who is well traveled?
I mean, either way, I'm assuming over hundreds of years, fisherman's tales I'd probably get a fairly good idea.
There's birthday cake in the ocean, guys!
There's water. There's a lot of water between you and
A lot of
Marie.
water.
Birthday cake!
But luckily for you, the water's drinkable.
Actually, Malum's probably the only one that sailed like this
Yeah.
far. Malum sailed from Chilaxin. So
Actually, that's a really good point.
Can I
Malum,
check if I've read anything about it?
yeah, with my
Ted
13,
from
do I know what's
Tejas.
before
Ted,
before
Ted,
I ask
you
Malum?
don't remember...
Ted-
Jesus Christ, Ridley. No, you haven't read
There's
anything
vampires.
about it.
No, there's vampires.
There are
There's
vampires.
There are vampires from the book.
Sathar,
Ted
you
would've
know that the
teleported,
closer you
right?
get to the Well of Souls, the more, like, sea monsters you run into.
Well, okay.
Malum, you're the only one who... Because, Ted, you don't know how you got the Cali. You just know that you're here and alive.
That's fair.
Yeah, Malum, I mean, you can give me a history check.
it was a long time ago,
It was a
In a
long time
galaxy
but I
ago.
remember it well.
Uh,
Not just in this world.
You
down
know
the street.
that you shouldn't have any problems heading straight south, and probably not even that many problems along the coast unless you go into the jungle. But as you reach the other side of the world near Uluras and Swarwulu, you know that there are constantly fleets from both militaries patrolling the ocean.
Oh, fuck yeah. Can't wait to die. So, guys, here's what I think is probably for the best. Take the boat, get to the Boom continent, and then abandon the boat, because we can't hide in this thing. Well, actually, hold up.
You could sell the boat.
What if we do this and I cast Prestidigitation and make part of the boat look blue? As big of a part of the boat as I can with Prestidigitation.
You have made a 5-foot cube of this boat bright blue. Are you making it bright blue or ocean blue?
Ocean blue.
Can I just look at it and go, let's just buy paint if we're gonna do that?
Well, duh, but the example, it doesn't require money.
I good initiative. Sathar is gonna say kind of dismissively.
The puppet's gonna pop back out of the backpack and turn and look at you and say, "Hey, don't be a dick."
At least I have one. Go back in the bag.
Well, you are what you eat, aren't you, Sathar?
Sometimes more than you could imagine. Anyways, what were you saying, Malum?
Malum's just gonna stand there, sort of confused. Anyways,
Just see
Well-
the pop out. Just what the fuck?
bunch of wild motherfuckers. Look, all I want to do is get home at some point. That would be great. Maybe I'll reunite with one of my 83 children. Anyways, there's one that I really, really, really was a fan of. They were super smart. King kidnapped him. King's probably dead, so bummer there. But anyways, I was saying they're patrolled by enemy people, so we can either pretend to be the enemy people, or I don't know, that seems like a bad idea given we don't have any of the required paperwork. Unless your mildly inconvenient friends could acquire us that paperwork, Ted.
I can get us the paperwork.
We can work on the paperwork. We're gonna be at sea for 2 months before we even reach Boom.
Sure. Look, all I'm saying, by the time we get there, we're gonna need something, or we're screwed. Especially me.
Why you?
Nobody liked my people. Humans
Well,
No, because
2.0.
you guys are assholes.
I didn't do anything. What do you want from me?
Guilt
You
by
guys helped me
association.
poison this whole crew. You're as much of an ass as I am.
Yes,
we
because
do what
I
we
am
gotta
I
do.
eat.
I don't like the implication.
I too am a fan of ham. But we don't have time for that.
So he stuffs his face with more poisoned food. I too am a fan of ham. Especially with this nice almond puree they put on it.
Okay, I'm
So
assuming
almondy.
I'm assuming stripping the people and pushing them overboard is going to take a while. So in the middle of this conversation, that's what I'm going to have been doing. Just
Hey,
shoving bodies off
Pushing the people
the edge.
overboard. We can
Why?
chop them up into bits and use them as chum and kill sharks and use sharks as food.
Oh my god, chum the waters.
All right.
Seems like a
I've
bad
never
idea.
had the I've never had the delicacy of shark. If we're lucky, all we need to do is push the bodies in and wait for the sharks to float up.
Oh. I don't. Whatever. Anyways.
That's what we can do if we see a sea monster too. Guys, these
with-
poisoned bodies are like frickin' gold.
With that in mind, Sathar is going to walk away from this conversation, walk down, and grab some rope,
Okay.
and walk back up. And the remaining bodies,
Ted's
he's just gonna
immediately gonna look at Sathar and say, "Okay, but we need a safe word."
chum bucket. He's gonna say as he starts tying the rope around both ankles of the bodies, except for the one that he cut both legs off of, and he's gonna tie feet together, tie it around both, and just start lining them up on the edge near the edge of the boat.
Okay.
Once, I mean, we can continue this conversation while he does this, and then I'll explain the rest of what he's doing.
I have a pretty good idea. Of
Malum
what
is
you're doing.
slightly concerned with the fact that you're just gonna air dry these people.
What do you want to leave them on the deck?
We have salt.
Salt water would probably be easier.
That's
The
true.
problem is, if we dry them out, they won't attract sharks.
We could always have big barrels to re-moisturize each body.
That's fair.
We
Okay.
can rum them up too. We can have some drunk sharks.
I like how you guys. This is the thing that you're logistically planning, and not how you're gonna make a 3-month journey with a 4-man crew.
Guys, I'm good with I'm good with animals, so maybe I can tame the sharks.
No, we have a 5-person crew. One of them is just missing.
And also 2 feet tall.
Well,
Hey, that makes him a perfect rigger.
Rigor. Hardly know her.
anyways, so we have food. Do we have the ability to steer this? Yes.
I got this.
Why don't we just sail out for a day and make sure that we can do this before we continue this conversation?
I agree. As Malum sort of puts his feet up and continues eating the food. That he cast Purify on, by the way.
Thathar's just gonna turn and stare at Malum and go, "Could you leave the cyanide food for not consumption when we have months of rations downstairs, in case we need to use the cyanide food?"
But this goes bad in, like, days. Rations go last for fucking ever. And they're disgusting.
I'll make you a deal. If they go bad in days, eat it in 2 days. Once we know whether or not we can sail.
But then it's not fresh.
Fine. I'll stop eating.
All right. Who's gonna be your guys' navigator?
Alan's like, I think I know which way north is. Let's go the opposite way.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't think I have anything that would help.
Roll a d4. I think north is west.
Wait.
Roll a survival.
Does the captain not have, like,
There should be a compass and a sextant
Yeah.
on board.
is there not?
Do
one?
any of us know what a compass or sextant is?
I rolled a 17 for this shit. I should have an understanding of what they look like, bare minimum, if not how they work.
That's fair.
So
That's
the compass
fair.
on the ship, as you guys are looking around, is inset in the wheel.
I figured.
You guys have yet to find a sextant.
That's okay. We know we need to go south, and then we're following the coast from there, so.
Yeah, there's a statistically high chance one of the guys who Ridley bombarded had the sextant in his pocket.
Yeah. Because they're not small, but they're not real big either.
Hey, I just dropped a hammer. That's all I did.
Just dropped the hammer.
A sextant is a device that is used to read the stars and use star charts to navigate by.
Yes.
It gives you more correct headings than just navigating by the sun alone.
Yes,
Yeah.
it can actually. I think it's only. It's longitude or latitude that it can read. I know it can't read both.
I believe it's latitude, because longitude you don't really need. You just need to know whether you need to go more east or more west.
Yeah. Oh, right.
But your north-south variable is kind of important.
Yes. Latitude is flatitude.
The chart's in the wiggle machine. Sure. We'll go
so-
with Ted Pell.
Leads to the same question. Who's the navigator going to be?
Malum
I'll
is
just
stepping
look
up.
at the compass.
It's a machine.
Cool. Give me a
To the left.
survival check at disadvantage. As you guys head out into open water. Do you guys pull up the anchors? Or do you guys just
Not that I'm
untether them
aware
and
of.
leave them there?
Do we know about pulling up the acres?
It's
Once
Did I
again, this might
realize something was dragging when I turned the boat around?
Well, considering there were 3 of them and you were dragging against 3 points, absolutely you did.
Then yes, we lift the anchors.
yeah, I'm pretty sure boats are designed pretty well so you can't just detach an anchor.
I mean, you can pull it up though.
Yeah, no, that's the point. Is that we're not just gonna like cut the ropes and go.
I mean, yeah, anchors also don't work by hitting the bottom of anything, so like they shouldn't be that hard to pull up.
I mean, they're still heavy.
Well, yeah, the way that they work is like deep water momentum. Like they're just there
Right.
to
Or
lessen
in a
your
river,
momentum.
you know, they hit the bottom and dig in.
Well, no, because you don't in a river. The point of an anchor is not to get it stuck on the bottom. You lower it just enough to be in the water.
That's
Yeah.
that's fundamentally not how anchors work.
You don't hit the bottom with it. That is actually how anchors work. The goal is never to hit the bottom. You don't lower it all the way to hit the bottom.
Well, I think you're being too deterministic and PT's being close-minded. They work how both of you guys are describing, depending on the situation. In deep water, you don't hit the bottom of the ocean. Directly adjacent to the landmass, you have to. Because you don't have 600 feet of water to go down into. You just use the dirt at the
The point
bottom.
is, you guys got the anchors raised.
Beautiful.
You are off to sea with that rousing 9 as your guidance check.
Yeah, bam.
So you guys are on the sea. You guys know it'll be about 5 days until you hit the coast you're looking for. Assuming you guys.
Well, we went for just. The plan was to go for a day and check in with each other and say,
Yeah.
do we feel confident we can keep going?
Yeah, we're sailing out for 1 day to figure out if there are going to be any major problems with us sailing out into
Never
open
feed 'em
sea.
after midnight.
And if there are, we're going to reevaluate our position.
Hey, Drew Cathcart, thanks for the follow.
Which-
Are you?
I'm just so happy about the idea of us trying to steer while we have no land for reference.
So are you guys letting the coast behind you get out of your sight in this 1 day?
Well, considering we didn't say anything about it, I like after you've asked the question, I'm gonna say no, but like before that question, probably.
I mean, you guys. I'm giving you the option to keep land in sight.
No, we did not. We kept going. We didn't
Yeah.
think about it. Why would we?
Cool. Since you guys
Yo.
are now on the open sea, somebody roll me a D100.
Nice. Who wants to?
Let's give it to Ridley.
What do we got, Ridley? A 94. Why does this chart only go to 93? Are you fucking kidding me?
Easy game.
That just means he gets 93 and 1. Duh.
Yeah, you get both.
Are you sure that's what you want?
No. I
No,
was
God,
being mean.
no. The worst and best
Yeah.
thing.
You get the best thing on this list, and also the worst one. Fuck you. God damn it. Just give me a good chart.
we sail directly into the circus.
Alright, no. First off, absolutely not.
Suddenly just surrounded by land. Guys?
I think we're lost.
As you guys are traveling, you come across what looks like a makeshift raft with a dude just laying on top of it.
What
I look at Sithar, not food. Also, check your stream chat.
what
I was
race?
gonna say the opposite.
No, 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 no! Shazar does not have a fucking OnlyFans.
That's
No, I
not
have-
what it says.
I have a lonely fans.
Oh, thank God. I'm okay with that. Ugh.
I mean, Sathar could have an OnlyFans. He'd just teach everyone how to tie knots.
Life got you lonely in the 9 hells. Come by Sathar's today.
Okay, I hollered down at the dude on the raft. Ahoy there! Are
Uh,
you hungry?
You
What?
watch
Hold on.
this-
Before you do that, what race was he? I had asked that previously.
He's just a human.
Just a human. Okay.
He kind of pops his head up, and he turns around and he goes, "Who's there?" And he's looking directly at your boat as he asks this question.
Here,
Your
crown
guardian
of
angels.
flowers. And I throw him a crown of flowers. Would you like to come aboard and eat?
I would love that.
Fabulous. Do you know anything about navigation or sailing?
Quite a bit. I used to be a captain of a ship.
Welcome to the crew.
Guys, we caught ourselves a captain.
Can I look at this dude's raft? Like, did he intend to be out here? Is this a survival raft? Like, what?
This looks like a raft that the man made out of coconuts on an island.
So he was marooned, so we need to keep an eye on him. Got it.
Guys, is there any chance this is his boat?
Hi.
Didn't we kill the guys whose boat it was?
Well, I mean,
What if
Timmy,
they
they could
marooned him?
they could have mutinied him.
Well, then we did him a favor.
When this guy gets on your boat, anybody who's close enough to see his face would recognize the fact that both of his eyes are completely blue. Like cataracts blue.
Like Asimar blue, but like
No,
oh
like
God,
this man
he's
is
blind.
fucking blind.
Okay. Do we have any of the wacky tobacco to help with this? Oh wait, no, that's glaucoma.
Oh, speaking of, during Sathar seeing that a new human is coming on board is going to walk over to Ridley, tell him to stand still, and start rummaging through his backpack.
Catnip.
Ridley, when you say stand still, he kind of like freezes up, like a.
Sensing what
candy
you're
grabs, like,
after,
one
I
from
offer
his neck.
you the catnip wine that I have been brewing in my water skin.
He's gonna look at it and go, later. That's more of an afternoon drink.
Okay.
He's gonna pull out his block of catnip and pull out one of Ridley's books and just hold it in front of him and say, "Do you read this?"
What book is this?
Are you gonna tear out a page and roll a joint with catnip?
Steven, I need a random book.
It's the Cali Bible.
Oh, okay, but no.
Okay, then no.
He's gonna go cool and pull it out, and you just hear a ripping noise, and you feel the bag go back in, or the book go back in. I thought I was just gonna finish rolling his joint and then put it all back away and tell Ridley he can move again.
Well, howdy there, traveler. What happened to you?
My ship crashed.
Oh, that's rough. Now, how does a blind man build a raft?
He looks at you and just says, with quite a bit of effort.
Very good. Can you still navigate?
If somebody can read me our current position, I can.
Can you tell
Ooh.
us how to do that?
First, you're going to
Exactly.
need a sextant.
Do you know how to build
So-
one?
I
Actually,
do.
I know how to build a sextant.
Do you?
Dave knows how to build one. Yes.
But does Ted?
Mm. With a 10, maybe.
With a 10, probably not. He knows the basic shapes, but not exactly how it works.
My Vampirates book only talks about a ton of sex, not a sex ton.
Yeah, with that noise, Sathar is gonna light up his joint and just take a very deep inhale, and go, "Okay, tell us why we shouldn't throw you overboard. If you aren't particularly of use to us,
I'll
We
just
don't
get
really
back
have-
on my raft.
your raft is gone."
His raft is not gone. His raft
I
is
know.
floating next to your boat.
I
Oh,
mean,
he's
His
blind.
raft is gone now.
He's
Shake water.
blind. Yeah,
You
he's
know that?
he's blind. Like,
Where did my raft
can-
go?
I can lie as much as I want.
I sank it to avoid people following us.
It was made of coconuts.
A shark suddenly. You're really lucky. A shark came along and attacked your raft.
He kind of tilts his head and he goes, "That's weird. I didn't hear anything."
Well,
It was a ninja shark.
he Ted over here likes to talk very loudly. I'm not surprised you didn't hear it.
Ridley grabs a coconut and starts trying to break it open.
Yeah, just goes down and grabs some coconuts from the raft. This is perfect.
Anyways, we don't particularly have room to feed another.
Well, it's a
Human.
shame. It's a shame. I could have eaten the raft.
Is that how you've been surviving thus far?
It might be.
Guys, leave him alone. If he can't if we can't actually navigate, he might still be able to give us advice. So he's not entirely useless.
So we recently acquired a ship.
He kind of stomps his foot and he goes, "I've noticed."
And a lot of coconuts.
How would you like to be the person we ask how to not sink it?
Well, considering my raft is gone, I would very much like to not sink the ship.
That's perfect. You're gonna sit in that room and you'll eat what we give you.
What room is that?
Oh, you'll find it. And then Mom's just gonna walk away.
He's gonna say understood and turn and just walk off the side of the boat.
Can
Whole person.
What's the save?
Like 17.
is he resisting?
I need to know the actual save.
I'm looking. It's 15.
Alright. As he steps over the side, you kind of just freeze him in place.
And I grab him. That's off the side of the ship, bud.
Wrong direction. Try again.
I will no, I will help you. I will help you. And I put a crown of flowers on his head. This man is now under my protection. He is not to be eaten or meddled with. That's my job. And then I push him overboard.
Zathar is just gonna
Oh,
sit there and
Lord.
watch this, like not trying to stop him. Like
This man goes overboard, and you hear him kind of flounder in the water for a few seconds. And then he seems to find his coconut raft, and he goes, "Rafty, I knew you'd come back."
I light his raft on fire.
Oh God!
How?
Prestidigitation. You can light flammable shit on fire with it.
Yeah. No, you light his raft on fire.
Are coconuts flammable?
Not really.
Yes.
the
The husks
outside
are.
of
The husks
yeah, the
are. But this
outside of-
man's raft is made out of full coconuts bound together. That's how he's been eating them.
And I'm sure the ropes he bound them with are burning, and
Oh yeah, no, they were made out of coconut husks. This raft is falling apart with this man on it. You watch
Does
as
someone
this
want to
man
go
is,
get our new guide?
is just kind of like gathering.
Gloomy Monkey Man!
He's just kind of trying to gather coconuts up under himself.
I cast Eldritch Blast.
Roll to hit.
What the?
What are you doing?
Zathar not cared about humans.
A
just
23?
watch-
That'll
watching
hit. You
this
don't even
man-
have to roll damage because he's a commoner. You killed him.
He explodes.
Dude,
Ted
why?
goes, ooh, confetti. What happened? What
Why?
happened to the survivor?
Jerry killed him.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're back on our own.
Yeah, we are, Tom. Yeah, we are.
Who's Tom?
I just imagine
No
it says
idea.
that, it turns around and walks away. Completely fucking up his name.
I think I need a lie down.
Damn right you do.
Probably a good plan, honestly.
Zathar watching this is just going to quietly follow Ridley. Still smoking.
I'm gonna climb up to the crow's nest.
Okay. When you get up into the crow's nest, Ted, you see Jigsaw expertly tying a rope.
Jigsaw, you know about boats and shit?
He just looks up at you and nods. He's
Can
wearing
you-
a small captain's hat. You have no idea where he got it.
You're in charge now. We need to go south. Can you make that happen?
He just nods again.
Fabulous. Thank you, friend.
Alrighty. So you guys make it through your first day. Are you posting a watch overnight?
I'll do it. I don't sleep.
Fair. Roll me a perception check.
I'm moderately competent at this. 16.
You see another ship heading towards Kali in the night, but because you guys don't have anything lit, they just pass by you unless you attempt to reach out and contact them.
We have cannons.
High or low, Steven?
High.
Okay, so if it's high, I'm going to contact them, just so everyone knows.
Attack them with a cannonball.
That's a 57. That's high.
But it's like a low high.
I'll use prestidigitation to make a light show above our ship.
You watch as this ship starts to turn around and match your course.
Fabulous. I climb down, and I yell over the edge of the ship, "Ahoy there, friends!"
Oh, this ship is easily the size of yours.
Okay. "Ahoy there, friends!"
As they pull up next to you, you just see as a bunch of torches and things are lit as their crew kind of comes to life. Have you woken up any of your crew yet?
I mean, only if they heard me yelling.
Are you guys all below decks?
Oh,
I mean,
for sure.
I would assume so.
Then you probably did not. As this other ship stops there, one of them yells back, "How are your travels?"
Long, unfortunately.
We've been gone for days.
Where are
Time
you
is
where are
relative.
you headed?
South.
That much
Beyond
was
that,
ob-
I'm not quite sure.
that much was obvious.
Thank God we got that right.
Confirmed. We're good.
Carry on.
Where's the rest
Whereabouts
of
are you headed?
Kali?
Are they flying any flags that I recognize?
Not that you can see in the dark. Although I guess they have a bunch of lights on now. They're flying the flag of the 2nd Garrison of the Kali military.
Fabulous. Yeah, we've been caught out for days. We got turned around and we're finally heading the right direction again.
You've been on this ship for days?
Oh, more than days. It's probably been a month and a half. We were trying to get to the lands of the frog people for some reason. Trade, I'm assuming. They picked me up in the last city they were in, which was Boom, I believe. We left near Boom. And now we're heading to the frog people lands, and then I think we're heading to I don't know where.
You all must have gotten quite lost.
Yes, unfortunately the navigator fell overboard in a storm.
Yeah,
So we kinda got fucked.
been a fair few of those happening lately. Well, do you need anything?
Well, you have confirmed that we are in fact heading south. So I think we're good.
He kind of looks at you. And he kind of looks at the rest of his crew and he just gives an order, but the ship's far enough away that you can't hear it.
I can read lips. I think. Hang on. I need to look at my feats.
My dog is just staring in the doorway. They're sitting in the doorway staring at me. Can I help you?
I do not have that feat. Never mind, I cannot read lips. I mean, I can try, but I don't do it automatically.
Automatically.
So perception, I'm guessing, to try to read lips.
Yeah, at disadvantage because you're looking at this guy's essentially his silhouette.
8.
Uh,
So no.
Well, he says something that piques your interest, which is the word fire. But
Oh, cool.
they're
I'll
not
light their sail
actually
on fire.
firing on you, so.
Oh. Yeah.
That was awkward.
The word fire came up, I light their sail on fire. Subtle spell, prestidigitation.
You're lighting their sail on fire.
Yes.
What's the range on prestidigitation?
Like
30 feet, I think.
I thought oh no, it's 10. Shit, never mind.
So what you doing? You lighting your own sail on fire? Show of force.
No, that's a bad idea.
Rule
Show
number
of
1:
force.
establish dominance quickly.
Okay, I'm going to use deception in conjunction with message to the next highest ranking person, it looks like, to the captain, in an attempt to mimic the captain's voice using deception to make it sound like he said, "Call for change, of course. We need to get to Kali."
Hang on, I'm thinking. Give me that check. Just give me the flat check.
That's 14 because I rolled bad.
You watch as one of the guys kind of just stops on the deck and looks around, and then runs over and starts undoing one of the sails.
Fabulous!
You then watch as the captain walks over and just asks him what he's doing.
Cool. I'm gonna use, and this is gonna be kind of fucked up. Shape water, sudden swell across their deck.
In a 5-foot line.
Well, yeah, I'm targeting the captain. I'm trying to knock the captain overboard because they'll be too worried to get him back on board than they will be to chase us.
What's the range on shape water?
30 feet, but we're close enough to communicate, so I'm assuming that's pretty fucking close.
I mean, he's yelling at you. And you are on open water. But we'll
Yes,
say
but we also...
we'll say your shape water goes across their deck.
Okay.
You watch as it knocks the captain and the first mate over, and the captain kind of stands up, looking very, very angry.
I do it again.
As you do it again,
I just keep doing it in an attempt to knock people over. Also, I'm gonna message Sathar because I know where he's at, and hopefully this will rouse him from his sleep and not get incorporated into whatever kind of dreams demons have. Hey, we might have an issue.
God, I feel like that would incorporate very easily into dreams that demons have.
Right?
Right?
What do I roll?
You don't have to roll. Do you want to wake up?
I mean, probably. And he just hear back, "What do you want?"
Another ship here.
Is it another raft?
Nope, it's the Kali military.
He's gonna open his eyes and just kind of like
Sathar
jump
snaps into consciousness. Hang on.
Yeah. Probably jump up and knock Ridley, like, assuming that Ridley is still using him as a pillow, as he apparently does every night. Yes.
Probably.
Then yeah, Ridley's head would probably just smash against the floor as he hopped up.
It's just knocked out. Now.
Ridley's unconscious.
The deepest sleep Ridley's ever had.
And he's gonna like run upstairs to see what the hell's going on.
Message
He's-
to Sathar again. You might want to light their sails on fire. I don't
He's
think
gonna-
they're happy.
He's gonna yell at Malum to wake up as he's moving. Assumedly, the hit to the head for he's just gonna assume that Ridley also woke up.
All right.
Question: am I knocked out or woken up now?
I mean, it's not like
give me a Constitution saving throw.
it's not like it's a large
14 or
drop.
higher, you're fine.
Oh, okay, I'm good then.
All right, you wake up when you hit the ground instead of getting knocked unconscious.
I follow Sathar upstairs then.
All right.
Does Malum wake up?
Fucking
Melon.
better.
Probably.
So when you guys get up to the deck, you see Dave just feverishly casting shape water.
I keep knocking people over.
He's going to tell him to stop and wave his hands at the captain.
The captain is no longer looking at you and is helping people up from the deck.
Should light their sails on fire so we can get the fuck away.
Bro, what are you doing? Just chill.
This
As
is
far
a
as I can
military
see,
vessel. This is not
They're
what
not
we want.
attacking you.
He's do you stop when Sathara tells you to?
Sure. I don't have to breathe. I can just sink to the bottom to get away and walk until I find land.
Okay.
He's gonna wait for a second until the captain like is helping people up, and he's gonna Sathara's just gonna yell, "Hey, sorry about that. Our watchman is a little antsy."
Everybody ignore the fact that the ship just changed sides.
Did it? I didn't notice.
It did.
He looks back at you and he goes, "You should throw him overboard."
He's just gonna look at Ted for a moment and just push him, knowing that Ted can survive under the water.
I'll use shape water to attach myself to the side of the boat, opposite the side they're on.
So yeah, to the dude, Sathara's
So
just gonna shove
basically,
the
if
dude
they're
over.
on this side, I'm hanging off rigging on this side of the boat now.
Yeah, he's just gonna shove him overboard.
Pushes him off. Ridley just thumbs up to him.
Go.
Ridley,
Yeah, sorry.
Ridley,
Sorry about
Sathar,
that.
he's still there. Drops his hammer on fucking.
Hear a loud thud on the other side of the boat. Just what the fuck was that? He's still on the boat. Yeah, sorry about that. We're that was not our goal. Sorry. He's caused some problems before.
The captain just yells back, "Prepare to be boarded."
Very well. And he's gonna turn around and go, "We have a lot of dead bodies on this boat. We need a plan."
Aren't they
Yeah, but
currently hanging overboard?
Yeah, they're
assuming-
literally just like
Ted
hanging
will
assuming
cast
just
we-
above
message.
the water.
Ted will cast message at Sathar. Give me a minute. I can handle this.
Assuming this is the Cali military, and assuming they're still loyal. you
Yeah.
know.
Bodies. I guess bodies don't necessarily make us like. We could be returning. They're the necromancy capital of the world. So like. Okay, bodies
Just let
aren't
me-
necessarily a deal breaker.
Just let
Oh,
me
yeah,
know if you want me to pull up my emblem.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you message me?
Me? Or
No. Ed.
Yes, I message you. Hang on, I got this.
I can respond to you. Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna respond to go wait until I say the word coconut. If you hear the word coconut, do whatever the hell you're gonna do. Until then, please do not do anything.
Okay, what was the word?
Stop. Just stop.
What?
Do you not? Did you seriously not understand the word?
What word? What was the
Fucking
word?
fatherhood. Anyways, so yeah, they're just gonna wait for the
was gonna say that ship as big as the main ship.
Yeah, the
The
whole
rowboat suddenly expands when it hits water. It's like the dinosaurs you had as a kid.
It's an
Exactly. It's like a
inflatable.
big marshmallow.
joke's on you. The whole boat's the rowboat.
It just shrinks down to sail over.
You
I
watch
will come
as
to this inside of the rudder.
okay. As you watch Sathar, the captain and about 8 of his men board up onto this rowboat, and it starts making its way over to you.
He's gonna turn and look at Malm and go, "Can you please make sure Ted is hidden, like not visible on the other side? I'm assuming he's on a boat somewhere. Like, make sure he can't be seen, please."
Yep. Malum's just gonna like walk the edge of the boat, looking over the edge. Where the fuck did this guy go? Maybe
I'm just
he is at the
under-
bottom of the ocean.
As this boat pulls up alongside you, these guys start to unload and climb the rigging of your vessel.
Yeah, just gonna watch. I'm going to pull Ridley next to me and slightly in front of me to like give him a more like authoritative position.
Alrighty. So this captain gets off and he walks over to you and he holds out his hand and goes, "Pleasure to meet you."
Sathar is going to how does handshakes work? The backward. He's gonna stick his hand out and offer it in a weird way, so that the handshake works. Because backward hands.
You just rotate your wrist.
I guess he just like if it's right-handed, he offers left to shake the hand.
Alright. He looks at you and he goes, shakes your hand after a moment of hesitation, and goes, "Pleasure to meet you. Where are you coming from?"
We were.
I
Asleep.
message you where I told them we were coming from.
Can you hear
At that
them
moment.
talking in a normal voice from there? They're here.
Oh, 100%. I'm like 30 feet away. You can hear conversations at 30 feet.
Off the side of a boat
Yeah,
at water level
why not?
because water is loud.
Give me a perception check.
Well, not with a 7, I don't. Fuck my life.
Just gonna hope Sathar lies as well as you do, which I know for a fact he does.
He's just gonna stop and go. Before we get into any of that, what is your rank?
Commodore.
What is your stance on Kali? You fly the Kali flag.
We were ordered
Hang
to
on,
return to
time
the
out.
city.
Time out. I would argue that I'm staying close enough so I can hear Sathar because I'm waiting for the word coconut.
You know what?
So-
I'll consider that reasonable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just constantly message me. Is it time yet? Just fuck off.
No,
Fuck
I
off.
needed to
Are
tell
we
you
going?
what I lied to them about.
No. No, I know.
But also that.
What? Who initiated the orders for return?
The king.
Well, we are currently at sea on orders of the king. And as much as I would like to dictate our orders, we currently have some cargo, and he's gonna look at his men and go, I tell you what, he's gonna put his hands up and go, would you step away for a private conversation quickly? My men will remain here. I just need you and this boy to follow me, and we'll get this all sorted out.
Kind of looks at you and narrows his eyes. We can
Ridley
talk
sees him
right here.
smile.
I have nothing to hide from my men. Do you have anything to hide from yours?
Why do you think we're trying to talk to you privately?
I do not know your men, and not attempting to. There has been. The castle has been overrun. Callie is currently under attack, and we are fleeing with prized cargo. In order to tell you what that cargo is, I need you to step away in case the loyalties of any of your men have been called into question. And while I understand that that may not be the case for you, it is the case for me while doing the king's bidding. So out of a show of respect and out of a show of honestly your job, take a step over to the side with me and I'll just whisper to you what's going on.
Who was
We don't
attacking
need
the
to-
city?
As an officer, you should understand the value of some private information, especially in regards to the king. Am I wrong?
Roll persuasion, Timmy.
If this guy's a Commodore, he should have seen Ridley.
Necessarily. And I mean, we've been out of the city. We wandered through a desert. Like Ridley hasn't had a chance to clean up. So what he's normally
Commodore is
used to
also
seeing.
a wartime rank.
I rolled a 24.
Yeah, no. He goes. He goes. The kid's making more sense than you, Sathar.
Fair enough. And he's gonna step over to the side and quietly he's gonna go. This is Ridley, the son of the king. Ridley, your emblem?
I pull out the king's emblem.
We are escorting him away from the attack on the capital. By order of the king. The individual you saw was an individual we picked up in the city in an attempt to flee, and he has had a habit of causing problems. So I do apologize for that, but we aren't trying to be held up, and as much as the city needs you right now, we also need to leave.
Where's the rest of your crew?
This is our entire crew.
Then, by all means, you would be safer with us, and we can take you south.
Roll investigation, something to
Roll
see.
insight.
Yeah, see what this.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self to be anyone else and sneak back onto the fucking ship.
Okay. With an insight check of 22, you would realize, Sathar, that this man knows exactly who you are now. And that's
Okay.
not a good thing.
Sir, I'm going to have to insist. We will be fine on this boat.
You hear in your head, is it time?
Can we go yet? Are we home?
He's gonna wait for this. He's gonna wait for this dude's response.
Very well.
I think we'll be fine if you just kindly move along. We'll be all good.
Absolutely. We wouldn't want to hold up the son of the king and his advisor.
Thar's just gonna narrow his eyes.
Let me put
Well-
a token for this guy on the map.
Then you best be on your way.
I heard the word coconut. I'm going.
What?
What?
And yeah, Pelican, that's the idea.
Fuck are all of my tokens? Oh, that's right. I'm looking at maps and tiles. Probably not the best thing to look at when I'm trying to.
So I'm gonna disguise self as their captain and climb up the rigging to the side of their boat. And I'm gonna
Well, when
look.
did that change? Because you just climbed back onto your boat.
Oh yeah, I jumped off. I sneakily jumped off the side again. When it seemed like things were going sideways.
When would you have heard that?
When everybody's eyes started to narrow at each other. Kind of an obvious giveaway.
I don't see that, but okay.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as to how you've come to that conclusion as well. Because you should. Did you walk right up to them? Disguised?
Yes! My character was here, you said their eyes narrow, and I moved back into the water.
Well, we were off to the side, which like
Yeah, they should realistically be what? Over here? Where was your off to the side?
Away from
I
other
mean,
people.
yeah, just stepped away from their people. Like we said that they could still be in line of sight. Like the goal was not to take him below deck or anything.
Take him below deck. Murder him! No. Don't do that.
No, that's how we die. This is the Cali military.
Alright. So Dave, let's just so you're on their ship disguised as the captain now?
Yes! And I look at one of them. Men, they're trying to stage a coup. They have one on their ship what's trying to look like me in front of our other boys. We're gonna have to leave him behind, but we need to go. There's witchery afoot.
One of them looks at you and just says the word thunder.
Thunder and lightning, boy! Get your ass in gear!
They all draw their weapons and point them at you.
Prestidigitation. I light the sails on fire and jump overboard.
Roll initiative.
That's fair. Ouch! That was bad, guys. That was real bad.
And you are in the water.
Specifically, I'm under the water.
Alrighty. We're just gonna remove Jigsaw from the stage at this point. And then I need to... Alright. You guys can fill in your initiatives as I roll theirs. It's 5. And they have a +1, so...
That entire freaking ship has an initiative.
So are we fighting on this ship yet, or is it just the other ship that's fighting?
You guys are gonna have pretty much a full round to figure that out before this ship sounds the alarm.
I was gonna pull out like and try to start threatening him as the sun. Make my eyes glow. Wait, do I have that? I don't think I have that. I don't have that.
Also, shouldn't the guy without the helmet be the... Oh, there are two of them.
Alright. I'm setting a 30-second timer. Well, we'll make it a minute. And once it goes, that is how long you have before this captain realizes that his sails are on fire.
Question is, does Malum notice?
All right, go. The captain looks at you. He goes, "We'll be on our way." So Thar, looking over his shoulders, you would notice that his sails just caught fire.
Thar's just gonna put his hand against his head and go, "You seem to have a problem on your boat."
Captain just kind of turns, looks at the boat, looks back at you, and goes, "Didn't you say you threw him overboard?"
You watched me push him overboard.
Yo, he's not ours. We do whatever we want with him.
Very well. He kind of makes his way back to the edge of the ship. And now we are in turn order. You guys like my alarm noise? Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo.
None of us can hear it.
Oh, I figured
True.
it would have come over the fucking mic. I might have killed it too fast. Alright. So, these 4 dudes are gonna load back up onto the boat. Very hastily. The captain's just going to make his way to the edge of the boat. And just kind of... He's looking at his boat, trying to figure out what's going on. And his people are desperately trying to put out the sails. So Thar
Which is very hard, because sails are very flammable.
Oh, they're using magic.
Where is Magic Verizon when you need them?
I know, right?
Unfortunately, they're not a multi-dimensional entity.
They could be.
They could be. It is your turn, Sithar.
Okay. Sithar is going to move. Can I drag Ridley with me?
Sure.
Can I drag Ridley up next to Malum so that we can talk quietly during my turn?
Well, we all have our 3 terms like next to each other, so could we just kind of like roll them together?
Yeah, you guys can do your things together.
I'm just gonna pull everyone next to each other and go, okay, what the fuck do we do here?
We let them take him.
If you want, I can cast grease on the sails so that, you know.
No, it's good.
I love that.
If
with
we
every
attack...
fiber of my being.
Okay, here's the issue. If we genuinely attack the Cali military, we have no chance of coming back. We have our claim that the king has betrayed Cali suddenly looks a whole lot less when we've actively killed an entire boat of people, which fuck pirates. But
Well,
the
not
Cali
if we killed the
military...
entire
Yeah.
boat of people.
I say we don't do anything because we're not an issue right now.
That's true. I mean, really, it's just the dead guy, and he was kind of a dick to us anyways. Well, like, sometimes. He was complicated. But really, like, it's all or nothing with the boat, you know?
Yeah, and currently
We-
we're on nothing, so...
We either have to trust that they will let us leave when this is all said and done, or we can try to start leaving now.
Kind of like the leaving now thing.
Yeah, let's wait for them to get off and we'll just start sending sail.
All right. That can we hold action until the rest of the people depart the boat?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Ridley just starts like hyperventilating. Because I'm just practicing my breaths. I got this.
Yeah, we're all just like standing there in like the awe of the very, very bright flames like across the bow.
Right. The other two who don't get on the boat. So the captain is currently standing up, just staring off the side of the ship while his first mate stayed on your deck. And the two of the guards who didn't get on the boat are going to start coming towards your. They're gonna cut. They're essentially coming to the main part of your ship. And Ted, it is your turn.
Okay. Do I see portholes on this side of the ship, maybe with cannons in them?
They don't have cannons in them, but they have ballista.
Okay. Are cannons a thing that exist?
They are, but not on this ship. Like gunpowder, they are more or less restricted to the Brotherhood.
Fair enough. I'm gonna come over to this side of the ship with shape water and try to yeet myself in through one of the portholes.
Give me an acrobatics check.
You got it, dude. Can I have advantage since I'm using shape water to propel me?
Sure.
$20.
All right. So you propel yourself through the side of the ship, and on your side of the ship, there is nigh on anyone. On the
Fabulous.
other side of the ship, there are a bunch of people loading ballista.
And looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm out of actions, correct?
You are.
Okay. I'll just wait here for a turn then.
Alrighty. So Thor, the first mate's gonna walk up to you and is going to go, for your own protection, Your Highness, please get below decks.
For our own protection, we should leave.
Sathar, I think we should listen to them.
He's gonna take a deep breath and go, very well.
All right. The boat is going to begin making its way. Oh God, I moved the big one.
Oh, yeah, that works. I'm below deck. I'm under the ship.
All right, this ship is gonna have to go back onto the map layer. That's fine. It's not moving anyways. The rowboat starts. How the fuck did it angle like that? What? The rowboat is gonna start making its way back over to the ship.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
Walking
paces,
fast.
Passing them homebound.
The captain is going to yell back to the first mate, "Is there anything of his on the boat we can use?" And the first mate's just gonna kind of turn and look at the three of you.
Any of his? I think he has everything on
In
him.
what way?
Well, there's a nifty spell called Find Person. Do you have anything that belongs to him?
Do we still have a flower crown?
That doesn't belong to me. Any of those I gave out are the possession of whoever they were given to.
Think we have anything?
Check below deck.
Was the metal
I-
cube his?
No, he ignored that one.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at Zathar. Are you sure? Maybe it was his.
You know, he went downstairs. He could have played with the. There might be a metal cube in the basement that belonged to him.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff. There might be armor too. I don't know about the armor.
You guys
Let's
are-
go to the basement.
you
Check
guys
it
are
out.
Dicks. He's gonna the first mate's gonna gesture for you to lead the way.
This way.
I'm just gonna start walking down the. Wait. How do you get below deck?
Stairs.
There's so many stairs.
That goes like down to this lower deck, not like the actual like low deck.
Stairs?
It's this one and this
Oh.
one.
Yeah, that one. Is there not a way to get below deck on the main one?
Doesn't look like it.
Not that I can see.
But
What's
there's-
this?
There's a
There's a
What's
yeah.
this? Is this thing up here not
A
stairs?
hatch!
Oh yeah, that's yep.
All right. Well, we were standing next to that, so that would have been.
yeah.
Ideal. Oh god, stop drawing.
Timmy, good call. Good call, Timmy.
The first mate is gonna follow you guys below deck. I said stop draw. Oh, you drew that earlier. You're fine. You have been forgiven. I can't delete it. All right, so you guys head below deck with the first mate following you. Ted, you're on the ship.
Do I see anything that looks particularly flammable?
Not really.
You know, like well, okay.
Ballista?
No, there would be a barrel of oil for lamps because candles don't last nearly as long.
Yes, but you probably would not keep it on the same deck as your weapons.
On a ship this size, there's only one below deck.
Uh-huh.
And you would not keep it on deck for fear that it would wash over or get waterlogged.
Except they just lit up a bunch of lights when you hailed them.
Yeah, you fill them below deck and put them in their place and leave them there until they need lit.
Yeah, there's still nothing that you can see from where you are currently at is flammable. Besides the things like wood that are obviously flammable.
All right, so there is a masthead anchor point on this level of the ship where it attaches securely to the deck above because it goes all the way through to
Yes,
the
it does have an anchor point.
bottom of the ship. So I am going to I have a couple of options here. Lots of damage or lots of chaos, high or low?
I'm not choosing this one.
Somebody.
What?
Chat!
Low.
Low? Damage it is.
Right on the edge every time.
Yeah.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Exactly.
Alright, so what are you doing to try and cause massive amounts of damage?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the anchor pin.
Roll to hit at disadvantage because it's a called shot.
Well, that's a 26. And that's a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit. You fire an Eldritch Blast and knock this anchor pin out of its seating. And the anchor
Fabulous.
drops.
No, the anchor pin for the main mast. I'm releasing its moorings to the upper deck, so now it's on a pivot. So any movement this ship does will make the mast tear apart the upper deck. Because the mast goes all the way...
You watch as the centerpiece that you just destroyed begins to spin rapidly because the fire on the sails above it is creating its own weather system.
Fabulous! I jump out the window as this mast is gonna tear apart the ship.
Alright, so you're back in the water?
Yeah, I just jumped back out the porthole I came in through.
Alrighty. Alright, so the first mate is following you guys below deck.
Do they see the mast and the sail just start to spin rapidly?
Yes, they do.
Fabulous.
Quickly then.
You guys don't see it from below deck on your ship.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The first mate looks at you and says, "So what did you think belonged to him?"
Maybe some of the stuff on these pedestals?
He was playing with them. At least that's all we know.
He kind of walks over to one of the pedestals and leans down. What is a Lil Gus?
I think that was the puppet he has.
Yeah.
You let a psychopath with a puppet onto your boat?
Like I said, we were leaving the city rapidly.
Yeah, we didn't really have time to take inventory of the crazies.
You watch as this guy walks over and picks up this little silver cube. And he kind of goes, "Are you sure this was his?" And then just blinks out of existence.
Yes.
Go look at him.
You know, you can't be sure. But,
Just
you
gotta
know.
get the next guy.
Is the cube still there?
No, the cube is also gone.
Oh, it's the Tesseract. Okay.
You know, worse things could have happened. So nobody is
Right.
below deck with us anymore?
When I say, yeah, nobody's below deck with you. When I say blinked out of existence, though, I mean so suddenly that if you weren't looking at him, you have no idea where he went.
I'm assuming we were all staring
All
at him.
three of you were looking at him when he, mid-sentence, just disappeared.
So where do you think he went? And more importantly, do you think he'll be back?
Well, maybe it'll put him back in the same location. Not relative. It might just drop him in the ocean if we've moved. So,
Oh yeah, let's move.
yeah. Let's figure that out later. Sithar's just
So by
gonna
my
stop.
count, we have like 3 people on our ship.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Do we hear the sound of anything cracking from the other side?
You guys can hear this fire burning from where you're at below decks.
I'm sure you hear crazy other noises going on too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a lot of yelling going on.
Well, more so, if I were to look out of anything down below, could I see the fact that our ship is probably going to be disabled for a while?
Yes, you'd be able to tell that their ship is, at the very least, not sailing anytime soon.
And quite possibly going to sink very soon.
I'm going to look at everyone and go, okay, well, we currently don't have a whole lot of options. We need to get the ship moving now, because otherwise, all of them are just going to swim over to our boat, and we're going to be commandeered and go back to Cali.
Let's not do that. That sounds bad.
So we need
We
to
can
get the
always
ship
stop
moving.
them from swimming over with an oil slick. I mean, a flaming oil slick.
That's not a
But-
bad idea.
But also, I vote we do get moving. Do
Yeah.
we care to pick up the dead man?
If he makes it to us at this point, he makes it to us. We need to get moving either way. This is more a matter of survival.
All right. Well, the guards that we still have on our ship are going to be reluctant to that idea.
Well, we'll have to deal with them later.
Wake up the frog.
The frog
Great.
is
I'll tell the frog to set
frog
sail.
is MIA at this point.
Do we know it? Okay, you say he's MIA. We don't want to leave Zigzag behind.
You guys know he's on the ship, but you don't know where on the ship he is.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Okay.
Fine.
He
Let's.
was sleeping.
He slept through a fucking exploding ship. Okay, if anybody asks, with the fire raging on the other side and with the amount of munitions that are normally on Cali vessels, we need to at least sail to a safe minimum distance. So, if anyone tries to stop us, use that excuse.
I'll blow them off the ship. Got it.
Or that. That works
What?
too, Ridley. Ridley, you're on rigging. Malum, can you steer?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, then I guess we're going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I mean,
help
it
Ridley
wouldn't be
try to
that
pull the
hard.
sail down.
You guys really haven't stopped moving that much. They just matched your speed and course.
And
I just start blowing harder.
Yeah, I mean, you could feasibly just turn and drive away.
That's all we need. Okay, I'm gonna go help Ridley try to rig, and if anybody tries to interject or like stop, I'm just, you know what? No, I'm gonna go up to the thing and start ordering the dudes.
Yeah, you
Just,
stare.
like-
You want to die?
Like, help with the fucking rigging. Like, this is a problem. That ship's gonna explode. Like, we need to get to a safe distance, or we're all dead.
The two guards just kind of look at you. Roll persuasion.
Can I argue that it's at advantage because Ridley is who Ridley is?
No.
God damn it.
Well, they don't know. It was only the captain that knew.
That's true. Damn it.
Uh,
Where's my hero points?
you still made a compelling enough argument. They're gonna start untying things and like lowering the mast and all that.
Works for me. Honestly, Ted also has shape water. Bare minimum, he's probably gonna end back up on the boat.
That's true.
oh yeah,
Good
100%.
swimmer, that one.
True.
Especially for a guy that sinks.
Oh god, I flattened the captain. The captain's gonna make his way back over, and he's just gonna start untying things and just assisting his men.
Ideal. Malum is steering full speed.
Hey Malum, are you going to port or starboard?
Starboard.
Alright, cool. You guys watch as Malum
Damn.
swings the wheel and puts this bitch on a fucking collision course with the other ship.
Just Sithar starts screaming, "Other direction!"
Oh, sorry. Quickly
After-
switching directions.
After Ridley does a couple things, he gets in position to like start casting Gust.
Oh. With all three of the men just like standing there, and you're like, hello. Sneezes.
Can I
Phew.
come back onto our ship now?
Wait till your turn. I need to see if these guys notice that you just fucking dove off their ship again. Although they have things to deal with.
Notice I got on the ship.
True. These two guys are gonna start. They're just gonna start making preparations. Ted, it is your turn.
Fabulous. I'll shape water and wind up back here somewhere.
You still have 30 feet of movement.
Oh, that's true. So I'll wind up here somewhere. I think that's. Oh, that's
You end up under the ship over here,
That's fine.
and you don't have to breathe. So fuck you.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear everybody's gonna hear like a whistling crack as you guys just watch the mast of the other ship fall off and into the water.
Because it's connected below deck, there's a good chance it'll tear a giant
They sawed
gap.
it off.
Oh, did they? Okay. Smart boys, those ones.
It's almost like they've been in ship combat before.
Yeah, but have they ever had one person do this much damage to their ship?
You'll have
They
to ask
fucked
them if you
The
survive.
wrong
this.
wild sorcerer.
All right.
Sure, they've minimized damage at this point because that's what they've been trained for.
Yeah. There is a small problem, noticeably, which is that nobody's told the other ship that they're not under attack from yours yet. They're gonna fire on you.
Ha!
With their captain on board?
They don't know he's on board because Dave turned into him and went back to their ship.
And they immediately knew I wasn't their captain because of the
Because of brevity
did-
codes.
passphrase. What?
Brevity codes. Passphrases.
Yeah.
The smart thing to do. Yeah, let me roll for that.
Was the correct answer very, very frightening, by the way?
You watch as they fire their ballista, and the ballista shots that are coming at your ship are essentially just two, like it's an arrow with chains hanging off of it. I'm sure you can all figure out the purpose of that.
Yes.
But luckily, most of them ram into this fucking tower that you have on the side of your ship for some goddamn reason.
Beautiful.
Love it.
But one of them does just peel your anchor lift, just shears it off the deck.
Shit. That was important.
That's fine.
And we don't need it.
We have 2 other anchors. We're good.
But what if we really need to stay still?
Shape water.
Oh.
The Twinkle
very
idiots, as I'm calling
passive.
the 4 of these guys, are just gonna get back on the rowboat.
They're like, fuck this. Oh, God. Oh, I would argue that I get to move 45 feet, not 30, by the way. 30 feet from spell movement, and then 15 feet from my swim movement.
I would argue that since you had to go back down under the keel, you're still where you're at.
No, that's fair, but for the next turn, because I'm going to use shape water to sink that dinghy. And then I'm going to swim 15 feet.
Fair enough. Alrighty. Where the fuck is these guys at? It don't matter. The captain is going to run up to you, Malum, and just say move.
Sorry. And I'm just gonna get out of the way.
He's gonna take the wheel.
Yeah, because his own men are
Ideal.
attacking him now. He probably thinks it's a mutiny.
Thar's just gonna scream, Ridley, blow the shaft.
Ridley starts
The
blowing.
2 guards
He's
on the
casting-
deck are gonna look at you and go, "What did he just tell that child to do?"
I will blow the shaft as hard as I can. It just starts blowing. Cassie gust wind on the sails.
All right. Oh. Why he barks so much?
I bumped a door.
Lamau.
That one was genuine. That one was real.
Alright. So you guys are sailing away. These guys are still on the ship. Ted, I'm gonna level with you. If you take the time to sink their dinghy, you're probably not gonna make it back to the ship. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
I'm here. I mean, I can move here this turn if I don't sink their dinghy.
Yes, but I'm leaving the map the same because it's easy, but the ship is moving away from you now.
Oh, no, I'm aware. I'm not meaning I'm going to do it right now, but I'm going to get on board our ship and then sink theirs. That extra 15 feet of movement was important for that, though.
Got it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I'm
5,
still
6.
under the water to the point where they can't see me.
Yes, you are just, I guess, bubbling under the water.
Well, goddamn
bubbles?
torpedo. The air that gets caught in your decomposing flesh.
I'm not decomposing.
I just assumed the
Why
air,
do
the
you
rapid
stink, then?
movement of water made bubbles. He just thinks because he smells. Leave him alone. He can't help it.
That's what happens when you don't take a
stink.
shower. That's what
Part
happens
of
when
the
you don't
reason
take a
I
shower
have
for a decade.
prestidigitation.
It's the puppet.
The cup
Oh, I
smells
see.
real bad, though.
Actually, just a dead child.
The captain is going to yell at his men to raise the mainsail. Puppet got swamp ass. And as he does so, he's going to turn you guys farther off the course of the ship. Sathar, it is your turn.
Sathar does not have any magic to do anything, so he's just gonna run around trying to do anything he can to keep the ship moving.
Fucking just staring at the anchor thing that's gone. Just, yep, that's broke.
That's
broke,
fucked.
can't fix it.
I'm actually gonna make sure that the anchor is detached from the ship if it's lowered.
Oh, when it ripped the anchor off, it just dropped it straight through the ship.
Beautiful.
It is that anchor is gone to the abyss.
That's fine.
All right, Malum, what are you doing?
Malum is looking up and going, "We had a mainsail? Why haven't we been using that?"
Fucking
Guys, look!
fucking
We could have gone so much faster!
Timmy's just blowing the front sail, not the back one.
Yeah! Shit! That's what these ropes were for.
All right,
Shit, that's what the Hughes Mass is for.
All right. I get here. I'm gonna shape water.
not with 15
25
feet of movement, you don't.
Excuse me. There.
Oh, interesting. You guys can't see my ruler.
I can.
The 20?
I started one square ahead of where you have it.
Okay, so
And
you
also
are
the ship is moving, though.
I'm hanging off the side of the ship,
yes, you are hanging off the side of this tower.
and I'm gonna cast Shape Water on a knife's edge as far below that ship as I can, and just have it come straight up through the middle. Basically, I'm trying to cut it in half with the force of moving water coming up through it.
Shape water, doesn't it specifically
You
say
would be
it can't
better off
damage
just
things?
trying to sink the boat.
Do what?
You'd be better off just trying to flood the boat and sink it.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm just trying to be creative with it.
All right.
But
well,
yes, I'm
you
trying to
you
think-
watch as these dumbasses get dumped into the water.
Haha! Fuck boys!
Boat no more.
I'll turn around and flip off the other ship.
But they are close enough to fucking, well, I guess some of them are. Some of them are going to die. That guy drags himself to the ropes, that guy drags himself to the ropes, and these guys just get left behind as the ship fucking takes off.
Actively laugh at them.
You guys are out of combat.
Cool. I climb back up and look at these guys. Get back in the water. You don't have permission to be here.
One of them is going to look up at you and says, according to your captain, you don't have permission to be here. You get back in the water.
I'll shape water and push that guy off the deck.
He manages to catch himself on the ropes that he pulled himself onto the ship with. But he is off the side of the ship, just hanging on for dear life.
We're out of combat, right?
If you make this move, I'm just gonna pull the initiative order back up.
Oh, no. I'm going to cast Suggestion. No, you should just let go. It's fine.
It fails. The creature
He
knows that's
passed
a
it.
harmful action.
It's not harmful. It won't cause immediate harm or damage.
What's the save?
15.
He rolled a 16. So he's just gonna look at you from where you told him to let go and yell at you to fuck off.
Also, the guy who pushed me over, not the captain.
He said he was.
Well, yeah, because it was convenient at that moment.
All right, Sathar, Malum, Ridley, what are you guys doing?
I'm still blowing the sail.
Malum, Sathar. You guys are both in
Uh,
a spot where you would notice these two guys climb aboard and then a wave of water almost knock one of them back into the ocean.
Should we divert the captain's attention?
So there are two people. Just gonna. Sathar's just gonna look at Melm and go, honestly, I'm at a loss for what to do here moving forward.
Go talk to the captain.
About
Fair enough.
what?
Well, like specifically hugging the left side of the ship. I'm just buying Todd more time. Really.
Is Ted your Jigzog for me? You're not gonna get his
Yes.
name right for the rest of it.
Just I'm done. I'm done with the correct names. It's Tom, Ted, Toddy.
Tequila.
Solder. Ted, are you also walking up to the captain?
Yeah, but if you remember, I still look like him.
I'm aware.
I never dropped that.
So you guys walk up to the captain as another person looking like the captain walks up to him.
So what's the plan, Captain?
He is just staring at Ted.
I kiss him on the cheek.
As you move in to kiss him on the cheek, he pulled something from beneath his jacket and just sticks it in your stomach.
I pull it out and go, that wasn't very nice.
No, like he's still holding on to it. He didn't stab you with it. He stuck it in your stomach to stop you before you got close to him.
Oh, I lean into it and let it stab me and kiss him on
It's
the
a
cheek.
gun.
Okay.
Alright, so you're just gonna kiss him on the cheek anyways?
And I whisper in his ear, that's a Botherhood weapon.
He pulls the trigger.
Okay. It's not like I have vital organs. Oh no, he fucked up my intestines. Whatever am I gonna do? I don't eat.
Alright. You are gonna take... Where the fuck is that dice at? There it is. 7 piercing damage. As the rest of you hear a shot, and you just watch a chunk get blown out of the false captain's back.
You don't need a spine to walk.
I don't, though.
There's a joke in there somewhere about you not having one in the first place.
Oh, it says the guy who saved it says the guy about the guy who saved everyone.
True. Wait,
How
who
dare
did
you?
say?
How dare you assault me for solving this problem that I caused?
They don't know I caused it. That's the beauty.
Well,
mean,
they
they
know you
probably
caused the
do.
first one where you tried
Yeah.
to wipe them off the deck.
I like the order of events here. Like we may not know for certain, but like the chances of it not being you are like 0.
As I pull
There were
my
like
face
4
away
points when this could have ended peacefully.
as I pull my
And
face away from kissing him on the cheek, I put my hand against his cheek. Eldritch Blast.
Can I grab Ted before he does that?
I'm trying
Probably
to decide
not.
if the captain would even stay that close to him.
Well, he kind of has to since he just pulled the trigger and I'm pulling away and touching his face.
Yeah, Sathar, you can try and stop him. Roll. Both of you just give me flat dex checks just to use faster.
Well, that sucks.
Sathar, you will be able to catch his hand before he can cast Eldritch Blast.
Or is it poison?
Fabulous. We'll just switch tactics then. Undeath's Glare. He needs to make a... a DC 25 Wisdom save.
You roll to determine what the save is?
That's how Undeath's Glare works.
Damn.
Okay.
As my eyes turn a sickly, hellish purple.
Yeah, what do you do if two people roll nat 20s?
Is his Wisdom modifier 5? Because this is a contest, not actually a save. My roll was 25. Is his roll 25 or higher?
It is not. But he is afraid of you now.
He's not only afraid of me, he takes 2d6 plus 5 psychic damage.
4...
which is 17.
All right. So he just takes off away from you. And as he runs off, he yells, "Kill everyone on this goddamn ship."
No, he can't. His movement speed is reduced to 0, and it disables any abilities to use anything that can give them movement or mobility.
Okay, then from where he's standing in front of you, he yells, "Kill everyone on this goddamn ship."
Okay. I mean, he took the hostile action first.
Pretty sure he didn't.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he did. I was trying to be friendly.
You caught his boat on fire. You destroyed his mast. You sexually assaulted.
No, I did not. That is a method of greeting in many cultures.
Not when he clearly didn't want you to be that close and warned you.
No, he didn't warn me. He threatened me.
Which is still a warning.
It was like a warning to me.
All right. Well, we are back to the third order anyways.
Yay.
All right, this dude's going to pull himself onto the ship, lean over, and start trying to figure out if he can get his wet-ass crossbow to work. Spoiler alert, kids. It's not looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, funny how shit tends to not work right when it's friction-based and soaking wet.
Where is that at?
Hey, how long are we going to?
We're going for about 15 more minutes. We could end now, though, and just start the next combat with Session. I'm fine with that.
Should be done.
Alright, let's just do that then. We've had a lot of combat this session. Alrighty, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. We'll come back with the next week with the seeing if they can save their boat. But everybody, thanks for watching the No More Light half of the Duality campaign. Things are going interestingly. We now have boarding parties on both ships on both sides of the Duality campaign, although one is Otters. Special thanks to our players. First off, we have Sathar, played by
Matty O'Ryan, thanks for having me.
We have Ridley, played by
It's me.
We have Professor Malum, played by
Isaac.
And we have Ted the Undead, played by
Dave Levels Up. Look for me at Dave Levels Up pretty much everywhere.
And you guys can find all of their socials, including Jigzog's, down below. Well, except for Justicar's, because for the life of me, I cannot find his fucking Twitch. If you want to link that to me, I'll add it in there, Timmy. But while I find someone to raid, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back with, you know who we'll raid? We'll raid Hunty. I like Hunty, and he's playing WoW, which kind of fits the vibe. We're gonna raid Mr__Dread. Give him a follow if you can. Remember, guys, if you're not in the Discord yet, I am gonna start running one-shots for new players and experienced players alike. So go ahead and join the Discord. Cool stuff's going on there. As always, we will see you guys again on Sunday at 1:30 CST for Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, and then we will see you next Monday and Tuesday for the Duality campaign. Until next time, everyone, stay cool, stay in school, and stay techno. We'll catch you then.